Cathie Wood's advice to her funds investors after a 58% sell-off in ARK's flagship ETF. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and today we're going to be speaking a little bit about some things that Cathie Wood had to say. Obviously, she's speaking in relation to her ARK ETFs, but I think that we can relate it to an awful lot of the market as of this moment in time. As I'm recording this video, you'll see the Nasdaq's down 2.7%, S&P 500 right there with it. The Dow's down over 1.5%. It's another one. It's another day. This is all happening just after yesterday, where the Nasdaq dropped 5%, yet closed in the green. Where retail investors sold out, panic sold to the max, the highest we've seen this year, the highest we've seen in quite a while, in all honesty. And big money came in and swooped up their shares. Yesterday was the first day I've bought anything in quite a while. But yeah, we can see again, everything's down. Gold's down, oil's down, Bitcoin's down, all of the major indexes are down. Everything's down again. Today, the Russell 2000 is actually down 3.15% as well. Literally everything. So, I want to make this video speak about what Cathie Wood has to say and relate it to, how it may make some sense when you're looking at your own portfolio as well, not just these ARK ETFs, my friends. So really quickly, could I ask you to hit that juicy like button? It really helps you buy out. I really would appreciate that. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of today's video. Let me know what you are doing in the market right now. And please, my friend, subscribe if you are indeed new around here. With that being said, let's get straight into it, baby. So, yeah, the ARK K fallen as much as 58% from its record high. Let's just see. What is the ARK K doing today? A 4.36% day. Wow, down 55% from those peaks. On the 5-year, to be fair, still up 217%. Before this recent dip, just towards the end of last year, it was still up nearly 500%. So, still obviously performed very well, but nowhere near where it once was, my friends. That pain has led to a continued decline in asset under management for ARK Invest. Yes, obviously a massive decline, with the disruptive innovation ETF seeing its assets cut in half over the past year, okay? Now, Cathie Wood gave some advice to new investors who have lost money with her strategy. We never underperform the market on a rolling 3-year point of view, okay? So this is the first major point. Wood said, stressing the importance of taking a long-term view for her portfolio holdings. Wood has often stressed that ARK Invest takes a 5-year outlook when it makes investments. And again, guys, if we go and look at the large majority of stocks right now, pretty much any of them, indexes included, you can go and nitpick and you can say, well, if you bought at the very peak, you're down 55% right now. Let's be completely honest, guys. Most people didn't buy at the very peak. Most people didn't pick up ARK right here at $156 a share. To be fair, the majority of worst case people were probably buying here in the 110s to 120s. Now, they're still down very, very considerably, but a lot of people do like to manipulate data. It's very, very easy to do in the world of stocks. But then there's also a lot of people who were buying back here in March when ARK got really, really popular. And they're still up, or maybe they're down a little bit, but nowhere near as badly as a lot of people do make it out to be. Like, you don't look at a company like Palantir, for example, okay? A YouTube stock, one that a lot of people get excited about. You don't go to the 5-year chart and say, oh, actually, it's down 62% from the peaks, because not most people bought up there at those very, very peaks. You know what I mean? So just remember that. ARK Invest, for one, takes a 5-year outlook, and a large reason is because they invest in disruptive, innovative companies, which I know a lot of people on this channel and on the YouTube space in general also do. And when you're investing in innovative, disruptive companies at relatively early stages of their life cycle, you genuinely need, and I truly mean need, to have that longer term outlook. Again, we can use Palantir as an example. We're investing what we think they're going to do over the next 1 to 5 years, not what they're going to do tomorrow, and not what they've done a year ago. The same can be said, even companies like Corsair Gaming, okay? A lot of people might not agree they should fall in there. You could even argue that Meta falls in there right now. Facebook, a large majority of growth-related companies, you can argue, fall in there. The Apples, the Teslas, the Lucid Motors, even the Neos. We're investing in them, where we should be investing in them, with a 1 to 5 year outlook, pretty much minimum. With such a steep sell-off in ARK Invest holdings amid a period of rising inflation and a hawkish Fed, Wood expects a sharp rebound to unfold, okay? What this means is the rubber band has been stretched so tightly, we believe, and consider the source, but we truly believe, given the valuations in our portfolio, the growth in the portfolio, and the fact that we're probably looking at a very choppy waters from a clinical point of view, so that our secular growers are going to shine. Basically, she still believes in what she's been saying over the last however many number of years, before a lot of us were even involved in ARK in any way whatsoever. Cathie Wood is one investor who you can think whatever you want about her, but she shows what conviction well and truly is. She is the definition of somebody who does the research, has her team, and sticks to what they believe, regardless of what the market is doing, regardless of how irrational things can turn in the short term, okay? So Cathie Wood says investors should take advantage of the potential for a sharp rebound in ARK strategies, okay? She goes on to say, now of course you have to remember who Cathie Wood is. She's ARK Invest. I certainly would be using this downdraft to increase that allocation to ARK funds, because if anything, during the last year, and it's quite a year for her to be saying this, if anything, our conviction in how rapidly the world is going to change and how transformative these technologies will be as they converge and feed one another, our conviction in that outlook has increased dramatically. And a lot of this comes down to why stocks are actually doing poorly, but that means that companies have to innovate faster and they have to grow faster and they have to be able to adapt even quicker. So a lot of the companies that Wood is interested in, that me and you and a lot of you, the viewers, are interested in, are going to be forced to grow even quicker, are going to become even more necessary even quicker. So although in the short term, yes, it's been very, very, very bad for an awful lot of companies, small caps, mid caps, large caps, pretty much everything, it could all turn around just as quick, given certain factors. Now, do I think that's going to happen? No. Do I think it's a March 2020 situation? No. I think it's going to take a little bit longer, and so do most economists, strategists, everyone. According to Wood, it's crucial that investors avoid making emotional investment decisions, as that can be catastrophic to their portfolio performance. That is what we saw happen yesterday. A lot of retail became very emotional, set sell orders on their entire portfolios, got rid of the market, crashed lots of stocks, 10, 15%, crashed the NASDAQ 5%. Big money came in, ate up all of those cheap shares, and brought the market right back up to close in the green. So whether you agree or disagree with what Cathie Wood is saying, I do think that this point in particular should be, listened to by all. It doesn't feel good maybe as you're doing it, but you would be shocked how little it takes if you're consistent and you just keep averaging down. So yeah, I spoke about this in a video yesterday. It doesn't feel good in the short term when you open your app and I look at Corsair Gaming and I say, wow, I'm down a couple of thousand. But I can now buy at much cheaper prices. And maybe in another 5 years, I'm going to look at it and say, oh, look, I'm up multiple 5 figures. There was a stage where I was down 2,000 or 3,000. I got to buy more cheaper shares. I got to increase my overall holding in the company. And ultimately, it pays off. And I get to make more money in the long term. I mean, I would rather that happen. So that's Cathie Wood's advice. And again, I'm not trying to sell you the ARK ETFs. I'm not invested in any of them or anything of the sort. But what I'm trying to do is just bring the main points forward, because I do think it goes for nearly everybody. Don't become too emotional. Don't let the big money scare you away. Don't let your judgment get clouded just because things are going down in value. Because yesterday, if nothing else, shows us just how quickly things can change. If you were in the market 2 years ago for March 2020, you see again just how quickly things can change, okay? I do think a lot has changed since then, but you kind of get the picture I'm trying to make. Don't become too emotional and don't be afraid. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you guys to go all in, throw your whole life savings into the highest risk companies out there. There's a lot of companies I don't particularly love right now. I don't love things that are in terrible cash positions. I don't love things that are at a really early stage of their life cycle and don't have any super short-term catalysts. I don't love them right now. I do prefer big caps. I do prefer good balance sheets, but you get the picture, baby. That is Cathie Wood's advice for her funds investors, and I put my own spin on it for pretty much all investors, baby. So hopefully you were able to take some sort of value from this video. I really do hope so. Look at the NASDAQ, it just went up 0.5% from a few seconds ago. The Dow as well. Wow, something must be happening. This is the market, baby. Gold is green. Let's go. But anyway, guys, if you watch this video all the way to the end, you, my friend, are a true legend. I really do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you did enjoy the video, took some value, some insight, please hit that juicy like button. Subscribe if you're new around here and drop me a comment down below. Anyway, guys, I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.